Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what you've been through. You can make it if you believe. You've got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome to Success Power. Several years ago, I was very confused about life. I mean, I just wasn't sure what to do with my life. I had graduated, I studied engineering, and then I couldn't get a job. I searched and searched, wrote the applications, submitted them, hoped for favorable outcomes. Nothing was coming forth. I'm telling you, it was a difficult situation to be in, and I was beginning to think that I had some special problems, that there were some special invisible forces who were arrayed against my life, and I was helpless. Well, yes, I do not doubt the reality of the existence of Satan and evil. However, when you don't know what to do and you are not doing what you should do to get the right results, sometimes you create your own problems yourself. I began to read, and I'll tell you that was one good thing that I did. I began to read books on success. You know, for example, there was this book, How to Bounce Back from Failure to Success in 30 Seconds by Dave Dean. What did I discover there? The power of decision making, that your success really begins the moment you make up your mind to succeed. Somebody says, how do I make up my mind to succeed when I'm not sure whether I will succeed or not? That is the point. The making up your mind is a requirement. How do I make up my mind on how much I want to earn? Well, the way you've been designed as a human being, your system will not come forth with or capture the how until you decide the what with a deadline. That's the way it works. I read Tough Times Never Last, but Tough People Do by Robert Schuller. I saw there that attitudes are more important than facts. I read the principle there, count to 10 and win. You want to raise $1,000 or £1,000, start to list 10 ways through which you can raise the money. It opens your brain up. Listen, if the answer is inside you, it's around you. Your system can capture it if it's on the right frequency. Anyway, I began to discover principles. I remember that I read The Fourth Dimension by David Cho, based in South Korea. Oh my God, that was a revolution. And he was describing the power of our imagination, that the invisible part of man is more powerful than his visible part. It's the intangible world that controls the tangible world. The equipment God put in you to harness intangible resources to change your physical world is your imagination. Whatever becomes real there will become real in your life. Because there's a law, as a man thinks in his heart, so easy. Oh my God. I realized that, you know what it did? It gave me the power, showed me what I could do. That was my problem. I didn't know what to do to change my life. And a lot of the time, when you don't know what to do, life can be very confusing. It may seem very complicated, very difficult, very hard. If you want to go through a door that is locked and you don't have the key, it's going to be hard. That's how life is for many people. If you have the key, it becomes easy. Knowledge is that key that takes us beyond barriers and helps us to move from one level to the other. Anyway, I'll tell you, the summary of my discoveries is I discovered that our world is controlled by principles. That there are laws that control the universe. There are laws that govern success. When you satisfy their conditions, they work in your favor. Wow. On our last broadcast, we were discussing the law or principle of sowing and reaping. That when you put your seed in the soil, there is an invisible power that God has invested in nature that enters the seed and the miracle happens. Something that has never existed before grows out of that seed. And what it gives you is not what you sowed. It's something bigger than that. Now, isn't that remarkable? Mankind has leveraged on that principle for millennia, and we have created food for ourselves. The first thing I discovered about principles have power to make success possible. Principles have power to make success possible. Aristotle's discovery of the law of cause and effect was actually the discovery of power. That the result, the outcome that you want is an effect. You can cause that effect. There is a cause. There is something you can do to produce that result. When you find it, you have found power. You have found the power to change your life. The same way the farmer discovers the power to turn a seed into a harvest, to turn a seed into a tree. You turn an orange seed into an orange tree. Farmers perform miracles, miracles of nature. The power that does all this, it's not the farmer that created it. No farmer can make any seed to grow. The power is there. There is a law. It's the law of sowing and reaping. And you know what we said during our last broadcast? This principle affects all areas of life. You can be as powerful as a farmer. You can be an inventor. You can be a creator. You have the power to make things happen because the law of sowing and reaping affects all areas of life. Principles have power. Okay, so what's your own requirement there? You must value principles. Some of us live in parts of the world that do not value principles. It's a cultural problem. And when you live in a culture like that, I'm telling you, your existence is like that of ancient Greek or the ancient Greeks. It's like you are living in ancient Greece, the time of Aristotle before he made the discovery. You just believe things just happen. You believe in luck.